Hi, Kai Jacobson here. This week I want to talk about free leads. You know, a lot of people are prospecting and building their business, and I have been in the lead business before. I owned a lead company, essentially. It was called Best Leads, and I sold leads for a long time, and I finally got out of the business because the truth is I never could find good leads. I mean, there are all different kind of leads that you can get off the internet. There are things called co-branding, where if somebody signs up for a credit card, if they don't uncheck a box, there's a box saying, will you be open to receiving information about home-based businesses? If they don't uncheck it, it's considered a valid lead. Then there are ones where they're called opt-in, where they actually have to check the box. And so when they're getting their credit card or buying something, it'll say, would you like some information about how to make money from home? And if they actually check the box, then that's even a better lead. Then even better leads are ones where people would have creatives, we call them, on the internet. They're basically like a fancy picture with a little form that you fill in about your name, your email, and telephone that you'd like to get involved in a home-based business, make money from home. They have something exciting usually on the thing. It's a generic lead, and then that's a more expensive lead because they weren't just buying something and checked a box. They were actually attracted to an ad on the internet or in the newspaper, was generated some way and filled in their information. But generic usually about home-based businesses. Then there's targeted ads where there can be an ad for exactly what your opportunity is, that they put our opportunity up there and people fill in about that, and that's even a more expensive ad. So those are kind of the levels. And then there's telephone interviewed, where they follow up with a phone call and see if the person is a real person and that they really did respond, and they kind of confirm that, and that's called a telephone confirmed personalized lead. Those are about 10 to 15, sometimes even up to $20 a lead. Those the ones where they didn't uncheck a box can be as little as 30 cents, 20 cents, and sometimes if you get them like 6 months old and 20 other people used them, you can get them down to even 2 cents a lead. So there's a wide range of leads from $20 to 2 cents. None of them work. The bottom line is, in my experience, after working this business, in network marketing in general, in many different companies for almost 30 years, actually a little more than 30 years, none of the leads ever really brought me anyone of value. Almost never. And my group, people have called for so many of these. You get conversations, and the better the lead, they are really a person looking for a business opportunity, and they're valid. A lot of them, if you start paying $4 to $10 a lead, you'll start getting true people looking for a business opportunity. But almost never do they pan out to really becoming something of value for your business. It's just the truth. So what I wanted to do was to kind of find another way to not spend so much money, because you can spend hundreds or thousands of dollars per month on these leads, and they just don't generally build your business, or they certainly cost way more time and money than you get out of them. And so you're just kind of going backwards, and it's no better way to kind of destroy one of the people, great new prospect. I like leading with warm market, and we did a whole tape on warm market already, so I'm not going to repeat that. But I did find a way of finding leads for free on the internet. It's called Google. And what I love about our business opportunity is we can actually take our product to a lot of businesses, because we have healthcare products. Our product really fits well with chiropractors and with gyms and yoga centers and acupuncturists. There's a lot of places that are businesses that it makes a lot of sense for them to market our product. And we've got some great ways of marketing our product to businesses. And you can go onto Google, and if you do a search on Google, let's say, and you can target areas. This is another thing I like. You can target more affluent areas. You can go to Beverly Hills. They've got a lot more money than Podunk, Kansas, or somewhere in an area where it's very economically depressed. I'm just using kind of an example. There are many areas where the economy is really bad. People don't even have any money. They don't have any money, and they're not going to buy products or be interested in things that are more, where people need more education often to understand how the product works and why they would want to be more healthy. But you go down to California and Southern California and the more wealthy areas, people look really good, and they still have some money. Boca Raton in Florida, it's a great area. Around Boulder, Colorado is another great area. Places in Hawaii. So you can start targeting areas where there's good demographics of just that they have extra money and more knowledge about health products and more interest in buying them. That's where they're buying them. So I love that you can go to Google and target particular areas. So let's say you go on and look for personal trainers. I just did that yesterday, actually. I was making some calls and I typed in personal trainers, and I like to put the word directory. So personal trainers directory, because that gives you kind of a listing instead of just finding individual ones, in the LA area, Los Angeles. Just not even all of California, but just Los Angeles. So directory for personal trainers. And I found one site. I mean, there was like 50,000 websites or 100,000, I can't remember, in Google. But I found one website about a third way down on the front page that itself had 77,000 personal trainers, links to their websites, phone numbers, and pictures of them, and a little description of what their business was, the name of it, them, their name, and so forth. There was 77,000 free leads. And when you call up a business, they're so much more receptive than a person. Like, you're not calling them in the evening when they're watching their favorite TV show or a football game on the weekend or something, and they're really annoyed that you're bothering them. These are people in business, and I called them up and I say, I ask them a qualifying question, have you heard about our product, basically? And it starts a conversation. And then I talk about it as a way that they can add it to their business to make extra money and develop more clientele to come. Because our products attract people to their business. They want to be, coming to their business to find out more about this product and so forth like that. And that's a really beneficial way to build your business. So these are great leads. And when I leave messages, when I call them up and they're not there, I just act like I'm kind of a little bit of a customer. I say, I was on the internet and I saw your website, Bob. Could you give me a call at your convenience? And then I leave my number very slowly and very clearly, and I say it twice. And I get over 50% of them calling me back. And when they call me back, it's great because they're calling at a time they're more comfortable, more relaxed. It's a good time for them. And they're actually initiating the call, which is totally different than receiving a call. And we have great conversations. Of course, not everyone's into it, but it's a free lead, and I love that they have money because they're in business. They have a network already in place of clientele that already come to them and listen to them. So if you get one to take on our business opportunity and our product line, then you've got a really good chance of having something of value. It's not just like a person who says, I love this, what do I do? They're saying, I know what to do. I'm going to share this with all my clients. So chiropractors, naturopaths, acupuncturists, yoga centers and yoga teachers, personal trainers, gyms, athletic centers. There's so many businesses. And in just the LA area, there are probably 1 million if you add up all those. So it's an unlimited source of leads. And they're free. They don't cost you any money. You're not going to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars per month. And you're getting better quality than any lead source I've ever seen. So it's a really fun way to build your business. Take care. Thanks.